Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Leonard Bernstein.
Mr. President, Mrs. Carter, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to you all, and welcome to Kennedy Center. This homage takes the form of what will henceforth be known as the Kennedy Center Honors, to be presented annually to individuals who throughout their lifetimes have made especially significant contributions to American culture through the performing arts.
25th Annual Kennedy Center Honors. Honoring James Earl Jones, James Levine, Chita Rivera, Paul Simon, Elizabeth Taylor. Ladies and gentlemen, Walter Cronkite.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And good evening and welcome to the Kennedy Center Honors. You know, it was 25 years ago in this grand hall that the idea of honoring our finest performing artists was born. Through the years, this recognition to those who have enriched our culture and grown into a rich and a very valuable national tradition. Well, tonight, we add 5 names to that company of pathfinders whose names adorn our signature wall back here. A prodigy from Ohio who knew complex melodies before he knew the alphabet and grew up to be the grand maestro of the Metropolitan Opera. A child born in London with perfect dark looks who rose to the heights in Hollywood and will be forever seen by the light of the screen. A rockin' kid from Queens who picked up his guitar and found a way to bridge the sounds of silence. A dance gypsy from Washington, D.C., who kept on kicking till she saw her name in lights on Broadway. A strapping boy from the Mississippi Delta who discovered that hope was neither black nor white and earned his place among the acting greats. These are our 2002 Kennedy Center honorees.
The Kennedy Center Honors, a celebration of the performing arts, sponsored by Buick, the spirit of American style.
Buick Holiday Bonus Cash makes this year-end the grand finale. The remarkable, versatile Buick Rendezvous, now with $3,000 total cashback. The affordable luxury of Century, the award-winning LeSabre, the power of Regal, all with $3,000 total cashback. Or choose 000 and still get holiday bonus cash. The year-end grand finale ends January 2nd.
You were the one who always loved things satin and lace. So who'd have ever thought lingerie would someday be less thrilling than pajamas with feet? Having a baby changes everything.
Chi. We're looking forward to meeting you in 6 weeks.
Her name is Anchi.
American Express?
Yes, my wife and I would like to redeem some points for a trip.
You've saved a lot of points. Round-trip airfare, hotel. Will you need traveler's checks? Translation services? When you return, maybe a college savings plan.
With the American Express card, the things you buy every day can earn you points with no expiration dates for incredible rewards.
There are over 16,000 nursing homes nationwide. 7,800 are better at helping people walk after surgery. 4 are close to Kathy Speck's home.
Introducing 1-800-MEDICARE, your source for healthcare information. We'll help narrow your search for nursing homes so you can find one that's right for you or a loved one.
Kathy helped her mom choose one that had her playing hide and seek by her birthday.
From comparing nursing homes to finding supplemental insurance programs, call 1-800-MEDICARE.
Gotta go right now. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go right now. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
If you've always got to go, ask your doctor about Detrol LA. It's been proven effective for overactive bladder.
Anyone need a break?
Not right now.
You shouldn't take it if you have stomach, urinary, or glaucoma problems. The most common side effects are dry mouth, constipation, abdominal pain, and headache.
And I don't have to go right now.
Detrol LA, when you've always got to go.
Add to America's healthcare crisis a shortage of nurses, and you've got a recipe for disaster. That's one 60-minute story you can't afford to miss, Sunday.
In a city like Queens, New York, anything can happen. And with judges like these, it usually does.
There will be no use of the word "the" in my courtroom.
What does that mean? The rule?
Nah. You're out of order.
Oliver Platt stars.
You're nuts.
Really?
Inappropriate, even antisocial behavior is protected by law.
Queen Supreme premieres CBS Friday, January 10th.
The People's Choice Awards is the best place to find your favorite movie, music, and television stars. Vote for your favorites at CBS.com. The People's Choice Awards, live CBS Sunday, January 12th.
Ladies and gentlemen, John Travolta.
I stand here tonight for every person who ever admired Elizabeth Taylor. I speak for anyone who ever sat in a darkened theater and was illuminated by the passion she embodies and the love she portrays. Think for a moment of her performances. They form a roadmap of the high peaks in style and magnificence in American movies, from National Velvet to Father of the Bride, Place in the Sun, Giant, Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, Cleopatra, and Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. As a matter of fact, Liz, I had a dream once about Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, and that white dress you were wearing, well, you weren't wearing it. And that's the truth. On film, Elizabeth Taylor has given us her extravagant beauty, her powerful determination, and her amazing grace. Those qualities have been the driving forces, not just of her career, but of her life. So when all is said and done, it is not her violet eyes that are her best feature, it is her heart.
She was born in London to American parents. It was after the family moved back to America that the fairy tale began. They settled in Los Angeles, where movies were made by your neighbors. A friend of her parents needed an English girl for his film and asked if Elizabeth could come by for a screen test. The camera saw something it had never seen before. A woman's beauty in a child's still, sweet face.
I could win instead. Skip a beat instead of losing lunch.
You're feeling all right.
Isn't he beautiful? He's new. I've never seen him before.
We all fell like hopeless schoolboys. Her movies shaped our afternoons and our memories. Then this rosebud beauty came of age. And when she became a woman, she revealed the instinct of an artist, creating the feminine ideal and projecting it on screen.
Wow.
She was the movie's promise of love, a cherished invitation to romance.
Oh, we'll arrange it somehow. Whatever way we can. We'll have such wonderful times together. Just the two of us.
Oh, Hank, if I can only tell you how much I love you. I can only tell you all.
Tell Mama. Tell Mama all. You've got a nice smell about you. Was your bath water cool?
No.
I know something make you feel cool and fresh. Alcohol rub. Cologne.
No thanks. We'd smell alike, like a couple of cats in the heat.
She conquered us as surely as Helen had conquered Troy. Her films hold pride of place in motion picture history. Elizabeth Taylor owned the top spot at the box office. Star and symbol of the movies, honored by her peers. It was extravagant, even by Hollywood standards. An ancient tale about lovers whose passion made history. In the cinema of love, their names shall always be spoken. 9 films together. She played queen to his king, Kate to his Petruchio.
Kiss me, Kate. We will be married on Sunday.
They played love in all its seasons. She won her 2nd Oscar for playing Martha to his George.
And I'm not going to give a damn what I do, and I'm going to make the biggest damn explosion you've ever heard.
You try and I'll beat you at your own game.
Is that a threat, George, huh?
That's a threat, Martha.
You're gonna get it, baby.
Be careful, Martha. I'll rip you to pieces.
You're not man enough. You haven't the guts.
Total war?
Total.
Was there ever a time we didn't know her? A movie screen that was not lit up by her face. And when she spoke out on behalf of those she loved, her voice rang above the rest.
This year, audiences at the Kennedy Center thrilled to 6 productions of musicals by our 1993 honoree, Stephen Sondheim. Miss Taylor herself appeared on the screen version of one of Mr. Sondheim's musicals. The title of a show-stopping number from one of the shows is a phrase, well, not generally associated with Miss Taylor. The phrase was, "not getting married." But here is what we might call a lighthearted bouquet from one distinguished Kennedy Center honoree to another. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Bogart, Patricia Ben Peterson, Billy Hartung, and in her wedding dress, Alice Ripley.
Amy, I can't find my shoes anywhere. Today is for Amy. Amy, I give you the rest of my life to cherish and to keep you, to honor you forever. Today is for Amy, my happily soon to be wife. Amy, we're really getting married. Woo!
Pardon me, is everybody there? Because if everybody's there, I want to thank you all for coming to the wedding. I'd appreciate you going even more. I mean, you must have lots of better things to do, and not a word of it to Paul. Remember, Paul, you know the man I'm going to marry, but I'm not, because I wouldn't ruin anyone as wonderful as he is. But I thank you all for the gifts and the flowers. Thank you all. Now it's back to the showers. Don't tell Paul, but I'm not getting married today. Last this day, tragedy of life, husband joined to wife, the heart sings sad and feels dead. This dreadful day.
Amy, Paul can't find his good cufflinks.
They're on the dresser. Right next to my suicide note! Listen, everybody, look, I don't know what you're waiting for. A wedding, what's a wedding? It's a prehistoric ritual where everybody promises fidelity forever, which is maybe the most horrifying word I ever heard, and which is followed by a honeymoon where suddenly you realize to settle with a nut and want to give me what you should, but I think so much, but I'm not getting married. Go have lunch, because I'm not getting married. You've been grand, but I'm not getting married. Don't just stand there. I'm not getting married. And don't tell Paul, but I'm not getting married today. Totally insane, slipping down the drain, and bless this day in our hearts as it starts to rain.
Today is for
Go, look, you know I adore you all, but why watch me die like Eliza on the ice? Look, perhaps I'll collapse in the apse right before you also take back the cake, burn the shoes and boil the rice. Look, I didn't want to have to tell you, but I may be coming down with hepatitis and I think I'm about to faint, so if you want to see me faint, I'll do it happily, but wouldn't it be funnier to go and watch a funeral or something? For the 27 dinner bits and 37 butterheads and 47 big boys and 57 candle holders. I am not getting married, but I'm not getting married. See, I'm not getting married. Still, I'm not getting married. Let us pray that we're not getting married today.
Ladies and gentlemen, Burt Bacharach.
When we were first
making that record in the studio of That's What Friends Are For. And Dionne Warwick was doing the vocal. It just so happened that particular night, Elizabeth Taylor came by the studio. And when she heard the song, she had this vision that this record could be potentially very strong for AMFAR AIDS research. The idea was born in the studio that night. Couldn't have done it without you, Elizabeth.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dionne Warwick.
And I never thought I'd be this way. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm glad I got the chance to say that I do believe I love you. And if I should ever go away, well then close your eyes and try to feel the way we do today. And then if you can remember, keep smiling, keep shining, knowing you can always count on me. For sure, that's what friends are for. Keep smiling, smiling, keep shining, shining, knowing you can always count on me. For sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Gay Men's Chorus of Washington, D.C.
DVD and video.
What do you have?
FBI agent Terry McCaleb is the best.
Victims 5 and 6. Code killer strikes again.
And that's exactly who the killer wants to play with.
You and me, we're like Cain and Abel, Kennedy and Oswald.
Why does the killer single you out?
Critics call Bloodwork a heart-pounding thriller.
I'm back. So is he.
From Academy Award-winning director Clint Eastwood. Bloodwork. Own it on DVD and video.
This whole drugs and terror thing, I mean, it's a very complicated issue.
A complicated issue?
Complicated. Very complicated.
No drug buyers, no drug money, no drug money, no drug dealers, no drug dealers, no drug murders, shootings, bribery, corruption.
Not that complicated.
Stood there boldly.
Okay, see how the side of the rails wore more than the other side?
Felt like a million. Felt like number one. Like a rock.
What are you handing down to your kids? Chevy, The most dependable, longest-lasting trucks on the road.
There's the all-carb diet, there's the all-protein diet, there's the I hate my life diet.
I did an all-garlic diet. Lost some friends that way.
Sure, I eat all my vegetables, especially cheese, onion rings.
Portion size is important, and my doctor said never eat anything bigger than your hand or your fist. Never.
If these people can lose weight, so can you. A university study found that replacing 2 meals a day with a bowl of Special K or Smart Start cereals for 2 weeks could help you lose up to 6 pounds.
No, it's your hand because, you can't survive on that.
I got it.
Got what?
The moral loophole.
The moral loophole?
I buy drugs. I might be supporting terror. Might is the moral loophole.
So you might be helping drug dealers shoot little kids. And you might be helping drug cartels slaughter innocent families. And you might be helping terrorists do things so awful that we can't even conceive them yet.
The Kennedy Center Honors will continue on CBS with Sidney.
WJZ's community commitment continues with our New Year's Eve celebration. Baltimore's on the rise. There's no better time to celebrate our city.
Join your WJZ friends at the Inner Harbor.
Or watch it live on WJZ 13. Fun, celebration, spectacular fireworks.
We'll bring you all the New Year's Eve festivities.
Watch this live television event only on WJZ beginning at 11 p.m.
Ring in the new year with WJZ 13, Baltimore's news station.
Shake up the holidays and unwrap something special from Chevy. Just announced. Now get 0% APR for 60 months on 2003 Chevy SUVs. Or get $3,000 total cash back on every 2003 Chevy pickup. Make your money count while there's still time. Hurry, this cashback offer ends January 2nd. See your local Chevy dealer today.
In celebration of a terrific year, Buick presents the year-end grand finale. This was the year America fell in love with Rendezvous. The year we received 2 J.D. Power and Associates awards. Now get up to $3,000 total cash back, or through January 2nd, choose 000, including no payments for 90 days. Move up to Buick quality and style now. See your nearest Buick dealer today.
American ships and sailors ordered to the Middle East. The latest on Eyewitness News at 11.
Dave's all new with Isabella Rossellini and the CBS Mailbag tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, 1995 Kennedy Center honoree, Sidney Poitier.
It was in a New York theater in the early days for both of us, where I first encountered that presence and that voice. By that time, he had already advanced a long way from his first Broadway line, which was, "Mrs. Roosevelt, dinner is served." He would move upward on the political horizon, becoming, in the 1972 motion picture, The Man, the first African-American president, 20 years before Bill Clinton. You were a little slow on that one. There are people who come along in life and in art who have a presence that can capture your attention and hold it. One saw it in The Great White Hope. The critics used words like whirlwind, hurricane, and elemental force. One saw it in Fences. One saw it in The Blacks and King Lear. And Jimmy, when I saw you play Othello, I resolved never to touch that one. As I look across these lights to you, Seated in that place of honor, I am moved by the power of your artistry and by the professional courage that have brought you to this place on this night. Jimmy, good friend and icon of the American theater, rest assured that our debt to you will always be borne with appreciation and grace. Go well, good sir, with the memories of this evening to warm your heart and light your way. Before Jimmy was born, his father left. His mother turned to her parents for help. With 9 children of their own, there was barely enough. But their farm in Mississippi was home. Times were tough. The family headed north. They told Jimmy they had to leave him behind with other relatives. He clung to the back seat in terror and refused to get out. His grandfather understood. There would be no leaving Jimmy again. They left together for Michigan, but the day had left its mark. I had a feeling, he said, that if I stayed very quiet, they would keep me. Talking was so dangerous, he stuttered with every word. One day, his English teacher found him writing a poem and prodded him to read it out loud. I shook like a leaf, he said. But to my amazement, there was no stutter. His teacher led him to a world of poems, plays, and glorious words. He won back his voice, and more than he ever expected. This shy country boy had found his claim on the world. After college and the Army, he raced to New York, the land of theater and night shifts scrubbing floors. He devoured everything: acting classes, off-Broadway, and experiments in the avant-garde. Summer 1960. Joseph Papp brings Shakespeare to everyone, free and in the park, and colorblind. Jimmy entered as a soldier in Henry V, but after 4 summers and 12 Shakespeares, people were coming to see him in the lead. He laid out the cruel story with a lion's roar. Then, a role carved from the rocky soil of America's past. A black prize fighter striving for greatness.
I'm in the prime of my life. I got my turn to be the champion of the world. I'm taking my turn. Hands up high.
Despite his great pride, life will force him to fall.
That's why he is. And that's what I'm getting. And I'm gonna get it the same saying yes or no. Say it don't matter what I do. Men now, you understand? And I don't want you watching. Help him. Ask him.
The actor in the play shook the times and trumpeted his stardom on Broadway. He went after roles of complicated men, exposed at the nerve. Wherever he stands is the center of gravity. It was only a 2-hour voiceover session, but it launched him into another universe.
I've been waiting for you, Obi-Wan. We meet again at last. How do you do?
Look at the stars. The great kings of the past look down on us from those stars.
This field, this game, is a part of our past, Ray. It reminds us of all that once was good, and it could be again. Oh, people will come, Ray. People will most definitely come.
I'm not big and strong to myself, he said. So I like to play characters who reveal their conflicts and vulnerabilities. I don't act to find the answers, but to explore the mystery that lives inside each one of us.
Ladies and gentlemen, Charles S. Dutton, Kelsey Grammer, and Courtney B. Vance.
I played Cassio to his Othello in 1982 when I was a young man in the theater. James Earl Jones, you have no idea how thrilling it was for this young actor to stand on that stage with you every night for those 11 months and see you inhabit the role of Othello. It was as though I was standing on stage with a force of nature. I cried every night like a baby. I would gaze into those magnificent blue eyes, and 20-some-odd years later, all I can recall is what an honor it is to know you. I am proud to have worked with you. I regard you as a force of nature, the real deal, an actor's actor, one of God's masterpieces.
When I was a student at the Yale School of Drama, and you may not remember this, I was your understudy for a production of Hedda Gabler. And although I was attending America's greatest acting school, my real acting classes occurred when I watched you in rehearsals. Your professionalism, your discipline, your zest and love for the craft of acting. We, the students, we spoke your name very slowly. James Earl Jones. And with the utmost respect, we called you then and still call you today the King of the American Theater.
When I was starting out, there were only two black actors you saw with any regularity: Sidney Poitier in film and James Earl Jones on the stage. When I was cast as his son in the play Fences, I was a second-year acting student at the Yale School of Drama, and I couldn't believe that I was in a play headed for Broadway. I watched him for 3 years inhabit the role of Troy Maxson and leave an indelible mark on the theater world, and that was my second training ground. He was my father on the stage. He is my surrogate father in life. Everybody called him Jimmy. I couldn't call him that. I didn't know what to call him. So I just called him sir. And that's what I still call him. Sir.
It may be that James Earl Jones's own words sum up why we honor him tonight. He once said, "I am thankful that I have been able to serve my society in a creative way. I believe in the value of artistic endeavor in a society. Maybe art cannot always change minds, but art can change hearts."
And sir, I speak for so many when I say that you have changed our hearts forever.
And we'll leave you with this. Soft you a word or two before you go. I have done the state some service, and they know it. No more of that. Long live the king.
The Kennedy Center Honors, a celebration of the performing arts, sponsored by Tylenol PM. Take comfort. It's Tylenol PM.
There's nothing like a great night's sleep. I can get an early start in the morning and go out and do something just for me. It's a really good feeling.
If you sometimes have trouble sleeping but worry about taking something, try Tylenol PM. It stops your pain and eases you into a restful night's sleep so you can wake up refreshed.
Come on, honey. It's time to get up.
I love my Tylenol PM.
Life is full of difficult choices, and some not so difficult. When you purchase an elegantly redesigned mid-size 2003 Saturn L Series, you can choose $2,500 toward your down payment. Or get 0% financing, 0 down payment, and 0 payments for 90 days. Unfortunately, this not-so-difficult choice ends January 2nd. Purchase a 2003 Saturn L Series and get $2,500 toward down payment, or 0% APR, 0 down payment, and 0 monthly payment for 90 days. See participating retailer for restrictions.
The city! How romantic!
Trip to the city of your choice for 8. Free.
Come along, boys!
Shopping. Free.
Just a few more blocks.
Entertainment. Free.
No cats in this one, right?
I don't think so.
Time with people who make you feel warm and fuzzy. Priceless.
Let's go. Drive fast!
Use your MasterCard and you could win a getaway with people you're closest to in our Priceless Memories sweepstakes.
One day in the life of technology. Today, HP Technology is creating miracles of efficiency. It's helping brand new brand names flourish. It's producing prodigies of speed and reproducing color the way the artist sees it. HP Technology is inventing a new generation of animation and conserving the beautiful and the rare. It's powering the engine of the world economy, capturing perfect sound, and pioneering new frontiers for the world's great companies, thinkers, and doers. HP makes more things more possible. Everything is possible.
It's 4 in the morning, huh? Why are you working out?
Because I can.
There's no better time to buy a new treadmill. Now through January 4th, all treadmills are on sale. Plus, get 0% financing till June 2003 on all fitness equipment and treadmills over $299. Now is the time, this is the place. Sears, where else?
This ex-cop still protects the innocent. And for people in trouble, sometimes he's their only hope.
Oh! I'm just a cab driver.
Hack, CBS Saturday special night and time.
The evidence is clear. Missing the People's Choice nominee for favorite new drama would be a crime. CSI Miami. It's all here, CBS Monday.
Ladies and gentlemen, 1994 Kennedy Center honoree, Harold Prince.
In August of 1957, at the National Theater, just a few blocks from here, three men who would later become Kennedy Center honorees, Leonard Bernstein, Stephen Sondheim, Jerry Robbins, and I were working on a new musical. The show had memorable songs, revolutionary choreography, and a terrific book by Arthur Lawrence. It was West Side Story. We had cast a young dancer, singer, and actress who was something of an unknown to play Anita. That unknown gave a dazzling performance. And now, not quite half a century later, she is there in the box of honor, a Kennedy Center honoree. Very simply, there was then and is now nobody who can dance, sing, and act like Chita Rivera. Chita is a star, a term that applies to a very few, very special people. Ethel Merman, Mary Martin, Julie Andrews, performers with their own aura, who in essence carry around their own spotlight. Chita, you've earned your place on that exclusive list, and tonight we celebrate you. She was born in Washington, D.C., on Buchanan Street. Dolores Conchita Figueroa del Rivero, a pistol who loved to dance. At 15, a scholarship brought her to New York, to the most prestigious school in the country. Up on her toes, she dreamed of starring in Swan Lake. A friend, too nervous to go alone, asked Chita to come with her to an audition for a touring Broadway show. Her friend didn't make the cut, but Chita took off her shoes, swiveled her hips, and won a spot in the chorus. 10 months on the road, and she came back a Broadway baby, a dancer they call a gypsy. 5 years of hoofing and hoping for her spot in the light, walking off her dancing shoes, audition after audition. We were gambling on something completely new. Bernstein, Sondheim, Lawrence, and choreographer Jerry Robbins, a tough genius who demanded the extraordinary. She took the dare, and she was spectacular. Chita was our Anita. From the back of the chorus to the top of the bill, she lit up the Great White Way. Hello, Broadway. Bye-bye, Birdie. Life was sweet. Sweet Charity. When she let those limbs loose, she was a one-woman showstopper. and every choreographer wanted her. In Cheetah, Bob Fosse found his perfect foil for a musical about sex and crime.
Come on, babe, why don't we paint the town? And all that jazz, I'm gonna rouge my knees and roll my stockings down.
Gwen Verdon and Cheetah, two of the best things that ever happened to Broadway.
Sooner or later, you bathe in success, and your minions salute. They say nothing but yes.
At 60, she was again the toast of London and New York, still raising the pulse of her audience, still center stage.
You've got to learn how not to do what you've done. The pistol shot can kill if you unload the gun. So build a palace where you're the Shah, and we'll embrace in that Shangri-La if you run away. The matinee from where you are.
Nobody can sell it like Cheetah. All glamour and talent. She is the electricity that lights up Broadway.
The 25th Annual Kennedy Center Honors will return with a Broadway tribute to Cheetah Rivera.
The new Silverado is here, now with quadra-steer four-wheel steering. It's the most maneuverable full-size pickup you can get. Silverado, the truck from Chevy.
Asthma can hold you back, but it doesn't always have to.
Go.
Because today there's Advair, the first and only preventative asthma product to treat the two main components of asthma, airway constriction and inflammation.
Go.
Advair is clinically proven to significantly increase symptom-free days, to help you do more of the things you'd like to do, more of the things you have to do,
Go.
and more of what you want to do. Advair won't replace fast-acting inhalers for sudden symptoms and should not be taken more than twice a day. People switching from an oral steroid like prednisone to Advair, which contains an inhaled steroid, need to be especially careful. While adjusting to the switch, your body may not be as able to heal after surgery, infection, or serious injury. If you have heart or blood pressure problems, tell your doctor. Some people may experience a change in heart rhythm. See your doctor if your asthma does not improve.
Go.
Talk to your doctor to see if Advair is right for you.
Go.
For families that talk a lot, Singular's got a deal for you. When you sign up for Family Talk on plans starting at just $29.99, you can add up to 3 lines for just $19.99 each and share your minutes. Plus, we'll give you up to 4 free phones. If your family really talks a lot, get more Family Talk on plans starting at just $39.99. You still get the extra lines and free phones. Plus, you can share 1,000 anytime minutes that can roll over. Family Talk from Singular Wireless.
The Kennedy Center Honors will return with Steve Martin on CBS.
Add to America's healthcare crisis a shortage of nurses, and you've got a recipe for disaster. That's one 60-minute story you can't afford to miss, Sunday.
Think that tobacco settlement money is being used to improve public health? Not so. In fact, you won't believe where some of it's going. Monday on the CBS Evening News with Dan Rather.
Presidio Med returns with all new episodes. January 17th, the tiniest patients will be these doctors' biggest challenge.
Try not to push me.
4 babies. One night you'll never forget.
Is my baby okay?
An all-new Presidio Med returns, CBS Friday, January 17th.
Shake up the holidays and unwrap something special from Chevy.
just announced. Now get 0% APR for 60 months on 2003 Chevy SUVs. Or get $3,000 total cash back on every 2003 Chevy pickup. Make your money count while there's still time. Hurry, this cashback offer ends January 2nd. See your local Chevy dealer today.
The latest on claims scientists have cloned the first human baby. Eyewitness News at 11.
The search is on. Don't miss the Star Search premiere, CBS Wednesday, January 8th.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brian Stokes Mitchell.
Sheets, you started out as a gypsy and have always remained a gypsy in your heart. And so tonight, from West Side Story, Charlotte D'Amboise and some of the finest gypsies from Broadway, from all of us, to you, our Gypsy Queen.
Ladies and gentlemen, two-time Tony Award-winning actress Donna Murphy.
Sooner or later, you're certain to meet in the bedroom, the parlor, or even the street. There's no place on earth you're likely to miss her kiss. Sooner or later, in sunlight or gloom, when the red candles flicker, she'll walk in the room, and the curtain will shake, and the fire will hiss. Here comes her kiss. Hands on Rosa, and the tide's lower, and your breath comes faster, and you're aching to move, but you're caught in the web of the Spider-Woman in the velvet cave. You can run, you can scream,
ladies and gentlemen, Chita Rivera's co-star in the London production of Chicago, Valerie Pettiford.
Come on, babe, why don't we bathe the town? And all that jazz, I'm gonna rouge my knees and roll my stocking down. And all that jazz, start the car, I know a whoopee spot where the journey's full, but the piano is hot. It's just a noisy hall where there's a nightly brawl. I know all that jazz. So lick your hair and wear your buckled shoes. And all that jazz, I hear that father dip is gonna blow the blues. And all that jazz, hold on, hun, we're gonna bunny hug of a Thomas Spurring down at United Drug in case you shake a heart and want a brand new start to do all that jazz. Come on, baby, why don't we take a town? And all that jazz, I'm gonna rouge my knees and roll my stockings down. And all that jazz, start the car, I know what we start. When the drink is cold, but the piano is hot. It's just a noisy hall where there's a nightly brawl. I know all that.
Life is full of difficult choices, and some not so difficult. When you purchase an elegantly redesigned mid-size 2003 Saturn L Series, you can choose $2,500 toward your down payment. Or get 0% financing, 0 down payment, and 0 payments for 90 days. Unfortunately, this not-so-difficult choice ends January 2nd. Purchase a 2003 Saturn L Series and get $2,500 toward down payment, or 0% APR, 0 down payment, and 0 monthly payment for 90 days. See participating retailer for restrictions.
We see Michael, marine biologist, Broadway star, or maybe astronaut. At Microsoft, we started Club Tech with Boys and Girls Clubs of America, so kids learn more than just what computers can do. They learn what they themselves can do.
Where'd you go? There you are. There you go.
He always went for the tall, dark, handsome types. So who'd have ever thought the love of your life would be short and bald? Having a baby changes everything.
There are over 16,000 nursing homes nationwide. 7,800 are better at helping people walk after surgery. 4 are close to Kathy Speck's home.
Introducing 1-800-MEDICARE, your source for healthcare information. We'll help narrow your search for nursing homes.
so you can find one that's right for you or a loved one.
Kathy helped her mom choose one that had her playing hide and seek by her birthday.
From comparing nursing homes to finding supplemental insurance programs, call 1-800-MEDICARE.
Sometimes when you have a cold, you can't breathe no matter how hard you try.
Poor guy.
Fortunately, there's Breathe Right nasal strips to gently lift open air passages without drugs. So when it's hard to breathe, you'll get relief that's hard to believe. Kid size, and adult sizes too.
Poor guy.
Breathe better with Breathe Right, in sizes for kids and adults.
Wow.
The chairman of the Kennedy Center, James A. Johnson.
Good evening and welcome to the Kennedy Center. Tonight marks the 25th anniversary of the Kennedy Center Honors. We pause on this glittering night each year to mark the accomplishments of artistic genius. Here at the Kennedy Center, tomorrow and every day after that, we continue the celebration. New music is written and performed, new dances unveiled, new plays brought to life. Here, young musicians and dancers study with the masters of their arts. Here, people of all ages are welcome to performances. Here at the Kennedy Center, it is our mission and our privilege to celebrate the arts every day. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, a 2000 Kennedy Center honoree and artistic director of the Washington Opera, Placido Domingo.
A little over 30 years, when I was ready to go to San Francisco to sing some performances of Tosca, I asked who was going to be conducting in that occasion. I received the name of the maestro, and I said, who is this Maestro Levine? Honestly, I thought it was maybe an Italian unknown conductor, but in those rehearsals, I already realized that history was going to be made, then we will have a genius of the world of opera in Maestro James Levine. From Cincinnati, the Cincinnati kid, or the kidissimo, to Cleveland, to the Metropolitan Opera, to Bayreuth, Salzburg, Munich, many theaters around the world, and soon Boston. Maestro Levine has taught us so much. His way of treating singers, artists, is unbeatable. He gives you all his protection, all his kindness at any moment in any performance. We know his great work is yet to come because conductors, they live long and they mature late. Even though at the advanced age of 27, it was perhaps the best conductor I have had for Tosca. I have to say that what he has done for the greatest opera company in the world, which is the Metropolitan, is a miracle. And I know that the Boston Symphony will have a great maestro when you. Let's please honor Maestro Levine. Thank you, Jimmy.
Mr. Levine! Okay, Mr. Levine, everybody's in place for the next number.
Thanks, Mickey.
Psst. But we can't find Donald, so you stay here and stall for time. I'll be right back.
music chose me. I can't remember my life without it. And the more music I came in contact with, the more it seemed that to have a life in music would be the most beautiful life I could imagine.
When he was only 10, he made his solo debut with the Cincinnati Symphony. But the keyboard was just one of his pleasures. He read scores, waiting for dinner, and designed sets and costumes inspired by the operas he saw every summer. He practiced every piece until the music and he were one. He came to the Aspen Music Festival as a soloist, but making music with others turned him towards his future. Next, New York City, and classes at the Juilliard School. But it was the Metropolitan Opera that drew him night after night. I felt, he said, I had come home. Destinies are found in moments like this. He joined the Cleveland Symphony to study with the great George Szell. Conduct as if the orchestra is in your head, he urged him. Don't play the notes, unlock the secrets. His reputation spread to orchestras and festivals. Then, a call to conduct a summer matinee at the Met. The next year, a full season. 1 year later, this formidable ship of music named him their first ever principal conductor. He had just turned 30.
This section is incredibly dangerous, and it can be really exciting if it goes well. I need super concentration here, right? Like you were driving in heavy traffic. Once more.
From conductor to artistic director, from breathing life into scores to master of the house. He made the Met a house that embraced the extraordinary, striving to pull off a miracle each time he went out. And in an art where danger lurks in every note, nowhere do the great singers feel as safe to soar as when they are in his hands. My life, he says, has been about finding a way to let the gods of music smile on all of us.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rudolph Giuliani.
Two of my greatest loves in New York City are baseball and opera. And I don't know how Jimmy Levine swings a bat, but he swings a baton like the natural. He's a natural leader. He took the Metropolitan Opera through what has been a golden age of great performances. And I have been very privileged to be at many of them from the beginning of his career. And he's a person who has lifted the reputation of my city, New York, in his work at the Metropolitan Opera. But what he's done for all of us is lift the reputation of American culture and American performance. And Jimmy, I know you're from Cincinnati, but as far as I'm concerned, you're a New Yorker. And most importantly, you're a great American. Thank you, and God bless you.
The New York Times described our next artist as the most acclaimed bass baritone of his generation. In tribute to his friend, James Levine, he's here to sing the Toreador song from Carmen, conducted by Paul Nadler. Ladies and gentlemen, Bryn Tervo.
On fait silence, à que se passe-t-il? Plus de cris s'élancent, plus de cris s'élancent, le taureau s'élance en bondissant hors du toril. Il se lance, il entre, il frappe, un cheval roule, entraînant un picador. Un bravo taureau, il roule la foule, le taureau va, il vient, et frappe encore. Secours, se bat de rire, plein de fureur il court, le cirque est plein de sang. Oh, ce souvent fragile et grille, c'est ton tour maintenant. Non, garde, non, Toreador, on garde. Whistle, Toreador, Toreador. Et songe bien, oui, songe un combattant, qu'un œil noir te regarde, et que l'amour t'attend, Toreador, l'amour t'attend.
Ladies and gentlemen, Frederica von Stade.
It's a grand night for singing. There's music everywhere. I'll sing it out loud that we're all very proud. Our maestro
a grand night for singing, a folk and a valentine. It seems only right that on his special night we serenade Jimmy Levine. Jimmy, Levine. It's a grand night for singing, there's music everywhere. We sing it out loud and we'll all have it loud. How nice will it sing up there? Jerry, let's all congratulate Jerry.
The Kennedy Center Honors, a celebration of the performing arts, sponsored by Message from America. Stop by any Circuit City store to record your message of support for our military heroes overseas.
It's coming up Christmas, they're cutting down the trees, putting up rain dance, singing songs of joy and peace. So wish I had a river I could skate away on. I wish I had a river so long.
Fight the good fight, fellas. Come home soon.
I just want to say thank you from this proud American.
Wish I had a river.
You don't even know me, and you're risking your life for me. Thank you.
Own Bloodwork on DVD and video. FBI agent Terry McCaleb is the best.
What do you have?
And that's exactly who the killer wants to play with.
You and me, we're like Cain and Abel.
From Academy Award-winning director Clint Eastwood, Bloodwork. Own it on DVD and video.
Ask your doctor about Celebrex.
The city, how romantic.
Trip to the city of your choice for 8 free.
Come along, boys.
Shopping free.
Just a few more blocks.
Entertainment free.
No cats in this one, right?
I don't think so.
Time with people who make you feel warm and fuzzy, priceless.
Let's go. Drive fast.
Use your MasterCard and you could win a getaway with people you're closest to in our Priceless Memories sweepstakes.
The 25th Annual Kennedy Center Honors will continue here on CBS.
Tonight, on an all-new Late Show, Dave's up close with Isabella Rossellini.
I can hardly keep from doing...
You can touch it.
I feel so much better now.
Plus, the CBS mailbag, Will It Float? And the top 10 ways to make your New Year's Eve more exciting.
Announce to guests, one of you won't live to see the new year.
Tonight, then catch Craig.
In Police Chief Mannion's hands,
I'm a crime fighter.
this nation's capital is secure.
We can go get this guy. It's showtime.
Go! The district. Then, when America is at risk, these CIA agents put their lives on the line.
That's our mission.
Don't miss The Agency following the district, CBS Saturday.
WJZ's community commitment continues with our New Year's Eve celebration. Baltimore's on the rise. There's no better time to celebrate our city.
Join your WJZ friends at the Inner Harbor.
Or watch it live on WJZ 13. Fun, celebration, spectacular fireworks.
We'll bring you all the New Year's Eve festivities.
Watch this live television event only on WJZ beginning at 11 p.m.
Ring in the new year with WJZ 13, Baltimore's news station.
Chrysler invites you to preview our holiday collection, featuring our best-selling collection of minivans, now with a special holiday bonus. Now choose one of 3 Sony personal entertainment packages when you buy any new Town & Country minivan. Plus, get 0% financing for 60 months on select minivans. Or choose cash allowances up to $3,500. But hurry, this invitation ends January 2nd, so see your Chrysler dealer today.
During the grand opening of BMW of Towson, you'll find the area's best selection of certified pre-owned BMWs. BMW of Towson, putting more people into BMWs than anyone. It's your turn.
For the fields we go, laughing acquaintance be forgotten.
It's the Lincoln Year Beginning event. You can start the year right with big savings on the redesigned 2003 Town Car. It has more power, more front legroom, more convenience, and $5,000 holiday cash or 0% APR on the 2003 Lincoln Town Car through January 6th. There are those who travel and those who travel well. And come see the all-new 2003 Lincoln Aviator.
American ships and sailors ordered to the Middle East. The latest on Eyewitness News at 11.
Oscar winner Tom Hanks, Meg Ryan, You've Got Mail, CBS Sunday at a special time.
Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Martin.
Thank you. It would be easy for me to stand up here for the next few minutes and talk about Paul Simon's consummate skill as a songwriter and musician, but this seems to be neither the time nor place. After all, we all know of his fruitful and successful collaboration with Art Garfunkel, which unfortunately ended in an acrimonious split. We know about his tenure with Sony Records, which unfortunately ended in an acrimonious split. Acrimonious split, acrimonious split. However, I have had a very strong relationship with Paul for over 25 years, which is ending tonight. I remember one night, many years ago, Paul called me. It was in the evening, and he said, "Steve, I'm so excited. I've just finished a new song, and I just have to tell somebody." And I said, "Oh, great. What's the title?" And he said, 47 Ways to Leave Your Lover. And I said, "Paul, what if it were 50? You know, 50 ways to leave your lover." And there was a long pause. And he said, "Go on." And I said, "Well, you know, 50 has a nice ring to it, and 47 sounds a little awkward." And he said, "But, you know, I've got 47. I can't think of any more." And I said, "Make a new plan, Stan." And he said, 48. I said, "Don't need to be coy, Roy. Drop off the key, Lee." He said, "Okay, 50, great. Hey, thanks. And I'm sorry if I interrupted anything." I said, "Don't worry, I was just here cooking a chicken." And he said, "Oh, really? How are you preparing it?" And I said, "Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme." And now look it up. His career has survived cultural changes and been reborn each time with a new burst of creativity. He's gone through and survived folk music, disco, punk, grunge, rap, and now, of course, the music industry is being challenged by record copying and pirating, which is everywhere. Coming in here tonight, I heard a voice behind me say, "Steve, Steve, hey, Steve." And I turned around and I said, "Yes, Mr. President." And he said, "Do you know where I can get some Paul Simon records?" And I said, "Sure, at the record store." He said, "No, no, no. I don't want all the album notes and that stuff. I need bootleg stuff." He said, and while you're at it, can you get me some Barbra Streisand records? You know, I love her music, but I can't be seen buying it. No. So, it's been nice being a citizen. But back to Paul Simon. I have seen Paul's diligence and sincerity when it comes to his work. I don't use the word genius very often. I just thought I'd mention that. Through the years, Paul has fine-tuned his generosity, his love of family, his genuine appreciation of the work of others, and his own production as an artist. I see him enjoying life, and most of all, I witness his continuing dedication to the art of writing and performing music. His care for his art has affected not only our generation, but generations yet to come. Not my generations, because I had a vasectomy, but... Paul, tonight, America salutes you and thanks you.
I am just a boy, not a mighty man, but your love gives me strength to do the best that I can.
He was a nice Jewish kid from Queens who wanted, more than anything else, to be Elvis. He inhaled rock and roll. He wrote songs in his bedroom and practiced them in his bathroom.
Hey, schoolgirl in the second row.
At 15, he had a hit and a partner, his grade school pal, Artie. The act, Tom and Jerry, was hot stuff in high school. College broke the team up, but Paul kept at the music, trying to turn what was inside him into song.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping.
The next time he met Artie, he had a drawer full of songs. The clubs were small, their album barely noticed, but one song started to climb.
Still remains within the sound of silence.
Simon and Garfunkel sold out every concert 6 years running.
And here's to you, Mrs. Robinson. Jesus loves you more than you will know. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
His songs spoke for a generation. First they were hits, then they were anthems.
Are you going to Scarborough Fair? In the clearing stands a boxer and a fighter by his trade, and he carries the reminders of our showers homeward bound.
But he couldn't stay half of something else forever. He needed to keep moving forward. So he gave up the sure thing to follow the music off the beaten path. He packed up his guitar and set out for the near and far, to soak up the sounds of the world around him. Then, he stirred what he heard into the music already in him.
See me and Julia down by the schoolyard. See me and Julia down by the schoolyard. When I think back on crap I learned in high school. Oh, I would not give you false hope. Come on, take me to the Mardi Gras. The problem is all inside your head.
He put truth in 3-minute songs and made us want to dance to them.
Lying in my bed, I got an eye.
Simon had become a pop poet laureate with a wall full of gold and platinum records. But after the hits and the hoopla, came a time when the songs just wouldn't come. What if he was all written out? Then a friend gave him a tape with unfamiliar sounds he loved from a world he didn't know. He set off for the source, not knowing what, if anything, would ever come of it. It made a difference he never imagined.
If you'll be my bodyguard, I can be your long-lost pal. I can call you Betty, and Betty, when you call me, you can call me out, call me out.
We're all connected by rhythm and harmony, he said. Paul's music is a language that all the world can speak. He wrote, "Somewhere in a burst of glory, sound becomes a song. I'm bound to tell a story. That's where I belong."
The Kennedy Center Honors will return with James Taylor, Alicia Keys, and a tribute to Paul Simon.
You know, heartburn is bad enough. But then, just when you think it's gone, you get it again. That's why I use Pepcid. Just one does it. I take one Pepcid AC to prevent heartburn. It actually stops it before it even starts. Or, after heartburn hits, I take one Pepcid Complete. It starts working in seconds and lasts all day or all night. Heartburn stop me? No way. Pepcid. Just one and heartburn's done.
Gotta go right now. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go right now. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
If you've always got to go, ask your doctor about Detrol LA. It's been proven effective for overactive bladder.
Anyone need a break?
Not right now.
You shouldn't take it if you have stomach, urinary, or glaucoma problems. The most common side effects are dry mouth, constipation, abdominal pain, and headache.
And I don't have to go right now.
Detrol LA, when you've always got to go.
There's the all-carb diet, there's the all-protein diet, there's the I hate my life diet.
I did an all-garlic diet. Lost some friends that way.
Sure, I eat all my vegetables, especially cheese, onion rings.
Portion size is important, and my doctor said never eat anything bigger than your hand or your fist. Never.
If these people can lose weight, so can you. A university study found that replacing 2 meals a day with a bowl of Special K or Smart Start cereals for 2 weeks could help you lose up to 6 pounds.
No, it's your hand because, you can't survive on that.
There's a place that I travel when I want to roam, and nobody knows it but me. The roads don't go there, and the signs stay home, and nobody knows it but me. It's far, far away, and way, way afar. It's over the moon and the sea. And wherever you're going, that's wherever you are. And nobody knows it but me. Chevy Tahoe, like a rock.
GMC SUVs are built with the comfort and control it takes to handle winter, with the safety of four-wheel drive and the comfort of dual-zone climate control. Yukon and Envoy give snow days a whole new meaning. Get used to it. We are professional grade. Now get 0% APR for 60 months on every new GMC Yukon, Yukon Denali, and Envoy. Upgrade to professional grade. See the pros at your local GMC dealers.
The biggest intimate apparel sale of the season is going on now at Hex. Buy 2 bras or shapewear, get 2 free from our entire stock of Bally, Olga, Warner's, Vanity Fair, Playtex, Maidenform, Lily of France, Barely There, and Flexies. Use your extra 20% off bonus coupons to save even more. Look for spectacular Best Buys and bras for only $14.99 from top name brands. Save on Jockey, Wonder Bra, and Cuddle Duds. Don't miss the biggest intimate apparel sale at Hex.
Shake up the holidays and unwrap something special from Chevy. Just announced. Now get 0% APR for 60 months on 2003 Chevy SUVs. Or get $3,000 total cash back on every 2003 Chevy pickup. Make your money count while there's still time. Hurry, this cashback offer ends January 2nd. See your local Chevy dealer today.
The latest on claims scientists have cloned the first human baby. Eyewitness News at 11.
Here in tribute to Paul Simon, Alicia Keys.
When you're down, when you're on the street, when the evening falls so hard, I will comfort you. I'll take your part. Oh, when darkness comes and there's no one you love around, just like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down, just like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down, sail on, silver boy, sail on by. Yeah. Your time has come to shine. All of your dreams are on their way. See how they shine. And if you ever need a friend, look around and sailing by behind, just like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down, just like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down, just like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down.
Ladies and gentlemen, John Mellencamp.
And the Mississippi Delta was shining like a national guitar. I am following the river down the highway to the cradle of the Civil War. I'm going to Graceland, Graceland, and Memphis, Tennessee. I'm going to Graceland. couples and families, and we are going to Graceland. And here's to you, Mrs. Robinson. Jesus loves you more than you will know. Oh, ho, ho. God bless you, please, Mrs. Robinson. Heaven holds a place for those who pray. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, James Taylor.
Good evening. Hi, Paul. I was one of those young men with a cardboard guitar case who looked to you for inspiration and for a model early on. And it's a great thing to see you recognized and acknowledged as the national treasure that we all know you to be. I'm going to bring on one of my favorites. Ladies and gentlemen, Alison Krauss. Oh, I am just a poor boy, though my story's seldom told. I've squandered my resistance for a pocket full of mumbles. Such are promises, all lies and jest. Still, a man hears what he wants to hear and disregards the rest. When I left my home and my family, I was no more than a boy in the company of strangers, in the quiet of the railway station, running scared, lying low, seeking out the poorer quarters where the ragged people go, looking for the places only they would know. Lie, 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 lie. In the clearing stands a boxer and a fighter by his trade, and he carries the reminders of every glove that laid him down or cut him till he cried out in his anger and his shame. I am leaving, but the fighter still remains. Lie, lie, lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie,
Ladies and gentlemen, the Dixie Hummingbirds.
When I was just a boy, and the devil called my name, he said, who do you think you're fooling? I'm Councilman boy, and singer in the Sunday choir. My mama loved me, she loved me. She got down on her knees and hugged me. Oh, she loved me like a rock. She loved me like a rock, oh baby, she loved me. She loved me, loved me, loved me, loved me. Well, I was growing to be a man, and the
ever would call my name. Well, I'd say, who do you think that you fooled and care? I'm a consummated man, oh no. Gonna snatch a little purity today, yeah. My mama loved me, she loved me. She get down on her knees and hug me. Yes, she loved me like a rock. Hey! She rocked me like the rock of ages. She loved me, yeah. She loved me, loved me, loved me, loved me. She loved me, loved me, loved me, loved me. She loved me, loved me, loved me, loved me. She loved me, loved me, loved me. Mama loved me. Mama loved me. I know she loved me. I know she loved me.
Shipping out, USNS Comfort is ordered to deploy to the Middle East. And the latest on a horrific accident tonight in Queen Anne's County. Eyewitness News at 11 is next.
Since I had my bypass surgery, I have a new outlook on life. I don't sweat the small stuff. I take time to stop and smell the roses. And I enjoyed life's little surprises. And on a more serious note, I take Zocor. Along with diet and exercise, Zocor lowered my cholesterol to where it should be. Zocor is also proven to significantly reduce the risk of heart attack among people with high cholesterol and heart disease. And in the past 10 years, more than 140 million prescriptions have been filled for Zocor.
Zocor is a prescription medication and is not for everyone, including women who are nursing, pregnant, or may become pregnant, or people with liver problems. Your doctor may do blood tests to check for liver problems because serious side effects can result. Tell your doctor about any muscle pain or weakness you experience and about any medicines you are taking.
Along with diet and exercise, ask your doctor about Zocor and take care of yourself. It's your future. Be there.
Buick Holiday Bonus Cash makes this year-end the grand finale. The remarkable, versatile Buick Rendezvous, now with $3,000 total cash back. The affordable luxury of Century, the award-winning LeSabre, the power of Regal, all with $3,000 total cash back. Or choose 000 and still get holiday bonus cash. The year-end grand finale ends January 2nd.
The Kennedy Center Honors, a celebration of the performing arts, sponsored by Buick, the spirit of American style.
I was here, lucky enough to be in the audience the first night in December of 1978 it was, when Marian Anderson, George Balanchine, Richard Rodgers, Arthur Rubinstein, and Fred Astaire were sitting up there. And I've had the privilege of being your host for 21 of those Kennedy Center Honors celebrations. We've been privileged to see this idea grow into what has become a cherished national tradition. The father of the idea for the Kennedy Center Honors has year after year for a quarter of a century now guided these productions with artistry and showmanship, good taste, and a sense of history. As this anniversary comes to a close, the Kennedy Center would like to bring him from behind the scenes to thank him for what he has achieved for us. Ladies and gentlemen, George Stevens, Jr.
Thank you. Oh, thank you very much. When I first came to Washington many years ago, President Kennedy said, "I look forward to an America that will not be afraid of grace and beauty. I look forward to an America that will honor achievement in the arts as we honor achievement in business and statecraft." Those words were the inspiration and the guiding star for these ceremonies. President Carter, President Reagan, President Clinton, and the Presidents Bush, father and son, have supported these ceremonies through the years, honoring those who enrich our country's spirit. I think when we shine the light on what is best in the arts, we bring forth what is best in our country. When the late Nick Vanoff, an extraordinary man, and I started down this trail 25 years ago, we didn't know quite where we were going. But with Don Mischer at our side, we found the way, and we have now found this honors tradition has become such an important part of American life. Each year, there are literally hundreds of people who work on this show and make it what it is. When you realize that the greatest stars, along with the gypsies, the technicians and the stagehands, the choir members and musicians, and the military units, I hope on this occasion you will thank them for what they have given you. Here they are.
When we consider the 131 men and women who are the Kennedy Center honorees in the classical music and popular music and dance and theater and film and television they've created, it helps us all appreciate why this country is, after all, so beautiful.
Travel provided by Delta Airlines, the official airline of the Kennedy Center Honors.
Tonight on an all-new Late Show.